Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 bad movies with good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, in my last video I did the top 10 good movies with bad ratings. Now it's time for the bad movies with the good ratings. And honestly, I have no fucking idea why any of these movies have good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. The fact that all these movies have above a 60% is fucking baffling, and let's just fucking get to this shit. This is just stupid. I'm not gonna have any dishonorable mentions because honestly, I think people are gonna hate me after this video anyways, because I know not all, but some of these films are pretty loved by people, so I apologize. Again, all subjective. Anyways, let's get to it. Coming in at number 10 is James and the Giant Peach. Yes, I know, like, the first act is all live action, but the rest of the movie is all animation, stop motion animation, directed by Henry Selick, a filmmaker I love. I freaking love Coraline. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't love this movie. It has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Way too fucking high. Titan AE has a 51 and Polar Express has a 55, but this movie has a 92. No idea why. The movie even opens ridiculous with this little boy saying that his parents died by a flying rhinoceros, and it's not explained at all. You're like, wait, what? And then he moves in with these abusive aunts. Then I have no idea why child services haven't took him away. And then there's this peach. Then there's these green things, and then they make the peach big. And then he goes inside the peach. Then it's all animation, and it's not explained why this is happening, but it's happening. And then, yeah, at the end of the movie, he lives with the animated people, and then when he goes back to the real world, he goes back to live action, but the animated people are still animated. I don't understand the statistics, but whatever. Okay, and then it's a movie with just okay stop motion animation, but really bad songs, horrible storytelling, shitty characters, and just you don't give a flying fuck what's about to happen. And yeah, it's a pretty lame movie that I even disliked it as a kid and still to this day dislike it. Coming in number 9 is Hercules. Yes, okay. I don't think this is a very good movie. Has 83%. I know, a lot of people love this film. I don't flat out hate it. I just don't think it's a good movie. I do like Hades, played by James Woods. And I do like one song in the movie, the one that's sung by Meg. That's the one that, I ain't saying I'm in love with you, it's true. I mean, you know what song I'm talking about. I don't know the title of it, but still. Other than that, the movie's very generic, very predictable. I don't like the lead character. I don't think Hercules is very interesting. I don't think he has any chemistry with the character of Meg. I think some of the gods are kind of shitty-ass characters. Like, not just, like, shitty characters, but, like, they're pretty unlikable and stuff. Danny DeVito's a very selfish character. There's so many stereotypes. There's so many cliches in this film. I hate the music. I hate the style of it. The animation looks pretty nice, but nothing all that intriguing. Nothing all that funny unless James Woods is in the film. So, yeah, I don't see the love for this film. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's awful, but I don't think it's very good. And it's not worthy of that 83%. Coming in number 8 is The Secret Life of Pets. Yeah, just because I was just talking about Illumination, and I don't like a lot of these movies, and Secret Life of Pets is one of them, and it's a 74%, and again, it's like one of these movies that are really shitty films, but some people just like it because, oh, look how bright and colorful it is, and it makes the kids laugh, so it's gotta be good. I'm like, because you can dangle keys in front of kids, that makes them laugh. Does that mean it's good? Does that mean it's a great film? Make a movie about dangling keys. Woo! Starring Adam Sandler. Oh, he called the keys poop. Secret Life of Pets is just Toy Story, but with dogs. It has a shitty bunny rabbit character played by Kevin Hart. And yeah, I don't want to talk about this movie again. Just fuck this movie. Coming in number 7 is another Illumination movie that is shocking that it has a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's Sing. I don't want to talk about this movie either again because I just did it, but stupid, dumb, cliched, just repetitive, tedious, one-dimensional, not funny, not creative, not at all entertaining, just why? Coming in number 6 is a Pixar film, and it's not the only Pixar film on this list. That's The Good Dinosaur. like dinosaurs. The Good Dinosaur is a 76%, way too fucking high. I don't think this is a very good film. I think it's boring, generic. The relationship between this little caveman kid and the dinosaur is very lackluster. It lacks any suspense, chills, comedy, adventure, or even just good storytelling. I don't like the look of the dinosaur. I think he looks a little too cartoony because it doesn't match with the like realistic like waves and winds and forest and all the cool animation design. Then you have this like weird green cartoony dinosaur in it. It just doesn't look that right. Doesn't look that good, and just not all that interesting. And just, I don't like this movie. Coming in number 5 is, yep, keep going with Pixar. Monsters University. Monsters University. This is just a sequel done horribly. I mean, a prequel done horribly, and 79% bullshit. Monsters Inc. was a really good standalone film. Didn't need a prequel or a sequel. But if they were going to make a prequel, it does sound interesting. Like, oh, how did they meet each other, Mike and Sullivan, and how did this factory open and stuff? But they don't really talk a lot about that. The show they meet, but it's just a college movie. It's basically just Animal House, but Pixar. I'm like, that's stupid. Like, that's dumb. I'm like, I wanted to know about the scares and how their world has to survive on the screams of children. Get into that, please. Not a fucking college movie about fraternities and pranks and stuff. That's stupid. Just, I want to watch that. I'll go watch Animal House or something. But this is Monsters Inc. Like, I want a cool, endearing story, not this. And yeah, it sucks. Coming in number 4 is a film that a lot of people call underrated, and I think it's terrible. And that's Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet has a positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 69%, and I don't think it's very good, actually. I think it's unoriginal. I think it's dopey. I think it has boring characters and doesn't have much of a original, fresh visual style, and yeah, I just don't think it's that great. And some people call it underrated. I don't think it's underrated at all. I don't think anything about this movie is very overwhelming or very intriguing or smart or clever or just groundbreaking. It's just a very by-the-numbers animated film it's just kind of boring and kind of insufferable to sit through. And yeah, I don't like it. Coming in number 3 is shocking that this movie is super high and people hold this to a really high standard, and that's Rango. Gore Verbinski's Rango. I'll give this one thing. It has beautiful animation. Other than that, it's terrible. Very predictable storyline. A shitty one-dimensional main character who has no personality and goes through every cliched and stereotype through the book. It has boring characters. It feels very dull and lifeless. And when it tries to be funny, it's just bad. And yeah, I don't understand why people love it so much. Maybe it's because Gore Verbinski, he could do no wrong. And I'm like, clearly you haven't seen The Lone Ranger. But yeah, it's not at all like a Pirates of the Caribbean film. It's just a dull, lifeless film. Coming number 2 is a film I'm absolutely shocked that it has a positive rating. It's just, I think this is one of the worst Disney films out there. That's The Aristocats. I hate this fucking film. It has a 68%. Oh my god, this movie's dumb. It's so dumb. For starters, actually, this movie's about an old lady who's gonna leave her money to her cats. That's dumb. And then this butler tries to kill the cats, and then he dumps them in the water. Then they go on this adventure to go back home, and then they meet this other cat, this like cool cat. And then we gotta hear these annoying songs that everybody wants to be a cat. Oh god, ear-bleedingly annoying. It's very racist, this movie too. It's very culturally insensitive, and it's not even well designed and not even funny or interesting. And just, I would never show my kids this. My mother bought the VHS tape of this when me and my sister were kids, and my sister enjoyed it, but I fucking hated it. Like, I wanted to take a butter knife and shove it in my ears. That was more entertaining probably than watching this fucking turd fest of a film. And yeah, this movie's kitty litter. And my number 1 movie that I think is a bad film, but surprisingly has a good rating on Rotten Tomatoes is Cars. Yeah. If you didn't know that, the first Cars movie has a 74%. I have no fucking idea why. I think a lot of people will agree that this movie's kind of shit, so it's kind of weird that this movie has a good rating. But I think when it first came out, people had this, they had this thing in their head that Pixar always did good films. So I think people were just in denial that this was a good film. But now, after years like of digesting it, everyone knows it's a fucking shitty film. And all three of these Cars films are shitty as a whole. Just a shitty fucking trilogy. I think this is really bad, though. At least Cars 3, I think, is probably the best by default. Because it at least has a couple okay things. This one's just boring, generic. Lightning McQueen's not an interesting character. Mater is a shitty side character. The fact that they're all cars makes no sense. If this was a movie about car racers, that could have been cool, but no, they're living cars. That's not funny, and it's not creative, and it's not good. So yeah, that's my top 10 bad movies that have good scores on Rotten Tomatoes. So in the comment section below, please tell me, did you disagree with this list? You probably did, but it's okay. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this top 10 list? If not, what are 10 animated films that you think are really bad, but they have good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, and you just disagree with that? So yeah, give me thoughts, opinions, comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.